Hello? No? There we go. Suddenly word into life. That was really weird. I couldn't get it to bite then. Oh. Endless trouble with this microphone. How are we doing? We doing okay, chat? We doing well? Apologies about the reasonably late start to the afternoon stream here. I was helping bootleg some stuff to a charity shop with me old Mars. So, T8 Mars. Thank you very much, mate. So yeah, all's good with me. I've made some changes to OBS from the last post-scriptum stream. I don't imagine many of you watched the post-scriptum... you know the word. I don't imagine a huge amount of us will actually watch that, because it's I don't know, it's not a niche game of ours. But I digress. I did speak to Edberg on or during that stream, and he made some recommendations about the bitrate and things like that. One thing that he said to do was to drop the shitty prefix, Junior. Yes, I know, the prefix is terrible. I cannot change it. I've had to submit a ticket to have it changed. Sorry, I'll get back to the Edberg story. Karma the Alligator just subscribed, and I enjoyed every 9 months of subscriptions, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Well, there's clearly something wrong with you. Yeah, so basically what happened was... with the prefix, when you become an affiliate, not a partner... Thank you very much, Madrago. When you become an affiliate, not a partner... Tier 2 submate, 4 months in a row, thank you very much. You have an opportunity to change the prefix there and then. But unfortunately... Doggo, thank you... Leica Doggo, thank you very much, mate. Basically, you have the opportunity to change the prefix then, but as many patron saints will tell you, we didn't have icons for about 9 months, so we didn't bother with the the prefix. And what happens is when you change, or when you so if you go straight from unpartnered to partnered, that's fine. You can change the prefix once, but if you go from unpartnered affiliate to partnered, you have to change it during the affiliate stage, otherwise it's locked in for the partnership stage. And because we didn't have emotes, I didn't bother. I thought, why bother changing it if you don't have emotes? Thank you very much, NL Blade. I was going to call you NL Bin Laden then, I don't know. Freudian slip of the eye. Yeah, that's one of those ones. I know, subpar entertainer. Can't speak English either. Right hand for Jerkoff. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, sir. We're going to be getting into the game very shortly. Okay. And Miss Jane. Yep, new emotes, about time. Hugs and kisses. Thank you very much. Right then. So, let us kick off in here. So, yeah, anyway, recommendations made by Edberg. Obviously, it's no secret that I got the new internet recently. The more keen-eyed amongst us will know that the settings in the bottom right have changed from 1080p to 1080p 60 FPS. NL Blade there. While I was typing, I got a sub-gifted from Clone Tool. Thanks, Clone Tool, but shut up and take my bits. Thank you very much. So, thank you, Clone, for handing one off there. That's very kind of you. Okay, yeah, so the art is obviously, I haven't put creditation down in the bottom here, and this is a little bit of a bother for me at the moment. All the channel art, the about me, the schedule, schedule, the Twitter tab down below the stream, I don't have those channel arts anymore. I've lost them completely back when the computer fizzled and died. I didn't have backups of them, so I'm either going to have to try my best to emulate it or just make new ones. And I really like the aesthetic of them, so I'm not keen on changing them. I might try and put it off until, like, maybe I get like a professional like avatar or something done. I don't know. I kind of like I was going to say the ghetto-ness of it. They look all right, but they're still a bit like, they're not professionally made. They're just me mucking about in like Paint or Paint.net. Yeah, I know, yeah, schedule, what's that? Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those ones. Happy to see there's finally some progression on the channel, matey. How dare you? There's been progression every day. Every day we've been, well, most days, some days. Less than some days. There's been progression on the channel. What is my avatar anyway? It's just it's a white picture of a bear. With like this weird point coming out of its neck. It's just a bear silhouette that I've slapped on the background of a Firewatch picture, and then I went, that will do, that's my avatar. So it's one of those ones, unless I get like a proper little avatar, because I don't know what my avatar is. You know, Calf's a coffee cup, you know, Cyanide's got his pink rabbit, Edberg has got his, you know, his sombrero-wearing skull man, and I've just got a white silhouette of a bear. Obviously it's going to be a bear, but it's what rendition of a bear that I want, so that's the thing I'm not 100% set on yet. Oh wow, Sergeant Death Hunter with the 1500 bits there, might as well blow the... Long live King T... Oh, it didn't come through for some reason. I don't know why it didn't come through at the end there. I don't know why the one showed up on the stream, but the other one didn't. But thank you very much, sir. All the same, the old King Q emote there. So I've emailed the Twitch support guys with the request to have the prefix changed. I hope they do. I can't twist their arm, but it's one of those ones. The Long Dark's bear just eating, yeah, that's the one. The Long Dark's bear. The Long Dark's bear could be a pretty good avatar, to be honest, but we'll see. I was thinking something along the lines of the King Q emote, because coincidentally, the username Long Live Quebec and sort of King Q kind of go together, you know, Long Live the King kind of thing. So I could have like a kingly avatar, perhaps. But again, I'm not entirely settled on it, because I'd have to get banners and all like different channel art sorted at the same time, and maybe even a professional like intermission screen, like say like Calf or Edberg or even Sombrero. Anyway, I've been waffling for long enough. We've been going for 10 minutes now. We're not even in the game yet. In fact, that's somewhat regular of the scheduled program. Thank you very much to Red Riding Hood there, dropping a sub. Welcome aboard, sir. Was that your second month in a row with Twitch Prime, sir? Thank you very much, mate. Let's go and find the Long Dark. I've added this to my favourites, so it's easier to find, but then I can never find my favourites, so it's one of those ones. I'll be getting a moose emote too. The two emotes that I've got in the works at the moment are Q Palm, because I'm going to have the prefix set to Q, you know, QUE, which is a bit better, I think. I'm sure you'll all agree. Having a Q Palm, which is going to be like a face palming bear, and Q Good, which is like the Seems Good emote, but with the bear. If you've got other ideas, email me, or even, I don't know, drop them on Discord. I might look at them at some point before the turn of the year, if you're lucky, if you make an appointment. Yeah. Mr. Death Hunter as well, tier 2 sub there, 9 months in a row. Thank you very much, mate. Right, so then let's load up the game. You know, it's, you know, life's grim when you've got Train Sim World, CSX Heavy Haul under your favourites list. Yeah, fucking, it's bad. I tried to put all of the games that I stream in there, so Bomber Crew, Cold Waters is in there. Arma 3 isn't. I'm thinking of adding the Skyrim Special Edition to it, potentially, so it's one of those ones. Who's sending me messages? Who sent me a message? Iron Axe. He sent me a message, but the Hinterland Games thing will not let me tab out and read it. Okay, let's go with game here. I don't even have like a proper like capture scene set up for this game. Do I? No, that's Train Sim World. The Long Dark. Let's lock that on. Let's commandeer one. Oh, yeah. Lapis 1989. Thank you very much, sir, and welcome aboard. So what I'm hoping to do this time is to, again, let's bring it back to the first thing I said in the stream about 10 minutes ago when I started waffling on about useless nonsense. Edberg. Recommendations, OBS. So for anybody that didn't know, on the previous stream, the Postscriptum stream, we were running with 8,000 bits per second, I don't know, kilobits per second. And that's good, that's okay, that's fine. That's a nice way to get like a nice crisp sort of 1080p if you like. But I was finding that, and it's a problem that we won't have on most of our games because they're not too fast paced, but definitely for Postscriptum, I was finding, let me just close that Blizzard sound effect there. There we go, we just got the game music. I was finding that the actual movement when the character was moving, things like the grass and certain bits of details were still being grainy, despite the bitrate being extra high. So I thought, well, it's clearly not the bitrate then. Now, the maximum amount that Twitch sets as an unenforced upper limit is 6,000 kilobytes per second. And what I mean by that is that the guys over at Twitch basically say that 6,000 is what we'll have off you. You can unlimit it and pump more into it, but the returns will be sort of diminishing. Now, What I am going to do is I am going to quickly sleep. What I'll do is I'll eat and drink, and then we'll go from there. Let's have a tin of me beta. Let's have a tin of dog food. Let's really treat myself. Who's your internet provider? Got to get me those MVPS. Freddie, let me. Did you see my Twitter the other day? Let me grab you a tweet there, Freddie, from earlier in the week when I set my internet up. I think it was from Saturday. Here it is. This was me downloading Skyrim, the special edition. Freddie, there you are, mate. Like, that was me downloading Skyrim Special Edition. Like, the funny thing about that was that I was going to flex a little bit. I was going to be like, "Oh, look at this internet!" And what happened was I was going to take a print screen, a screenshot of me taking the highest, the peak, if you like, and saying, "Yeah, look how fast this is." The game nearly finished downloading before it peaked, like all 10 gig. It took me about 2.5 minutes, which was absolutely disgusting. So yeah, cool. All right, keen for some postscriptum when it comes out. I'll be the sniper at the other end of the bullet that gets you. Yeah, that's the one. Will I play Skyrim on stream? I'm counting on it. But I need mods. Not Twitch mods, but mods. You know, game modifications. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm looking to get that sorted at some point in the next couple of days. Let's go for a 12-hour rest. Let's sleep right through till morning. Yeah, so that was pretty damn good. Okay, let's have another drink here. We got a few litres on us. We just come back with the scrap metal, if I remember. Let's have a look. Is my voice coming through okay? Everything's all right. It's not too loud. Is it? If it's too quiet, again, just let me know. We came back with a buttload of scrap metal for making arrows. And that presents a whole other unique set of challenges, the arrows do. And I'll explain a little bit about that. I'm going to drop some of these reclaimed wood pieces here as well. We've got our old man's beard lichen here. Do we have any spare old man's beard? Let's have a look in the cupboard. The game seems a little bit quiet. I don't know whether you're getting that. Might just be me. Okay, so we got some old man's beard. That's wound dressing. So we need to turn the lichen into wound dressing. Let's do that on the table here. Let's go to handcrafting. We can make 2 pieces. Have you seen the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement at E3 tonight? No, I haven't seen the announcement. I'll be sure to look at it. If you want to whisper me the trailer, that might be a surefire way to actually get me to check the damn thing. Otherwise, it will wander out of my head like a bad smell. It's gonna yeah, I'll almost definitely forget. We've got loads of feathers. We'll put those in the box of natural things up here. I do need to get more rose hips if I can. Pain isn't a big problem, he says. Breaking his ankle every 5 minutes, but it's not. You can sleep off sprained ankles. Things like infections are much worse in this game. So we want to make sure that we're getting like reishi mushrooms whenever we can. Rose hips are nice, but again, the problem with rose hips, if we take a look at the procrastination recipe for rose hips, you'll see here that you actually need 24 rose hips per herbal tea, per tea. And we only have like 100, which means we've only got like 5 doses of painkiller there, which isn't a lot. It's quite little. Have I actually read those skill books? Yes, I've read them all. I have learned as much knowledge as possible, and I keep them here partly for show, to show how knowledgeable I am, and partly because I use them for firewood. Okay, so let's go outside and grab ourselves something to eat. I've got a few tins on me that aren't too bad. Skyrim Android / iOS edition. Okay, that seems a bit strange, but alright, I guess. If tablets are powerful enough, then why the hell not? So we got all of this stuff here. Let's just eat the fish. There we go. These, oh my god, look at the calorific values on these. 1800. That is like a phenomenal amount of food in one go. Now, there were deer out here before. The one that stole my arrow with the ankle shot there, that's really bloody annoying. But, well, what can you do? So, we need to bide our time, really. It feels like -1. How's my sort of winter gear doing? How are my clothes holding up? I've got this parka. Yeah, let's do a bit of inventory management. I've got an old parka that I picked up, which I'm probably never going to wear, but I'll keep it in the wardrobe or in the locker as a useful sort of breakdown of scrap or cloth. Let's go to clothing, because we found this on the way, didn't we? And a pair of boots as well, which is good. Now, in terms of the rest of my clothing, the bearskin jacket has ticked over to its first % of damage, likely from the cold. That's not too bad. We're also down to 77% on the mittens, which means they're 23% damaged. We've got 16% damage here, the socks and things like that. And to be honest, things could use a little bit of a touch-up. So let's go and grab a decent handful of cloth, let's say 5, and let's start patching up what we own here. So let's start more urgently with like our underlayer. Let's just repair these, because these are really the things that provide... Well, apart from like the outer layers, like the other jackets, these underlayers are really quite warm. A whole degree of wind resistance and a half from there, which from a single underlay coating is very good. The one thing that I really need is some more underlay coating for my trousers. That's sort of a yes please on the list of things that I want. So it's one of those ones. I am actually planning an expedition to Milton again in the very near future. I wonder if there'd be appetite for that. In fact, we could try that now. What do you want to do? Do we want to go and give Milton a quick run too, see what it's like out there? I am tempted to do it. It's why I'm repairing all of my stuff before we go. Do we think we should go and have a look at Milton? I'm not going to bring the rifle with me because I want to bring as many supplies back as I can, and it will be easier if I don't. The thing I am going to take with me is this bastard, the bearskin rug, or the bearskin roll. I'll need him if we're going to go. Should head to Milton? What do we think, chat? Should we go to Milton? Again, I'm a little bit torn by the idea, but it's not totally outrageous. But the problem is that we'll be far from home, and it does play with my mind a little bit, being far away from home without really any reasonable aspect of getting back. Yeah, play Skyrim on your Pip-Boy in Fallout 76. Yeah, that's the one. Metagame the crap out of it. Let's upgrade our snowskin pants as well. Nearly through this sewing kit. Okay, what I'll do, I'm going to drink then. I'm going to make sure I've got enough water for the journey. I'm not going to bring weapons as such, but I want to make sure my tools are in a decent state for when I'm out there. These will last while I'm out there. They're not great, but they're not terrible. We've got this spare toolbox as well, which we aren't going to need. So I'll pop that like somewhere where it's going to not be in the way. We'll put that on top of the thingy for now. We're going to need the lantern. We may need to do some clothes and stuff. I'll take the fishing line with me just because. We've got cattails, that's fine. Ways to start fires, a little bit of food. Let's take out our MRE, because you never know when you might actually need the damn thing. And let's take like just a couple of extra pieces of supplies for the road. So we're pretty much on the cusp of being overburdened here. But that's not terrible. Let's sort by weight. What's really weighing us down? The fish, which we'll eat. The hatchet, the clothing, yeah, a lot of it's just the weight of the food that we're carrying. We've got this spare old man's beard wound dressing as well, so let's pop that away. I've got antiseptic on me, which should be fine for any bumps and nicks that we get along the way. And I can turn cloth into bandages if I get desperate. Let's take a couple of books. I do have books somewhere. Let's go to the Safe of Knowledge. Let's take a couple of books with me on this journey, just so I can start fires a little bit more hurriedly. And, okay. That said, I'm going to have a bit of a nap. I'm going to eat that chocolate bar that I've got with me, and then we're going to start our expedition into the uncharted regions of Milton. We're playing on, Mr. Waffle, sir. We're playing on Stalker, not Interloper. A lot of people do ask whether I'm playing on Interloper. The answer to that is nay. Be not on Interlopers. So I've got the important stuff again. There's not much chance of us getting cabin fever or anything like that. We'll see how we're doing. In terms of lantern fuel, that's a very good question asked in chat there. There's virtually none. So let's take a couple of pieces of lantern fuel and top up. Very good shout there to whoever said that. I appreciate it, because we're going to need these at some point. As I say, fishing is probably going to be the way that we... Eventually, I mean... when the time comes, if the time comes, it might be worth actually moving base. What a fantastic time to go to Milton. In fact, it's not actually too bad. The temperature's warm. Because we repaired all of our clothing, we're actually warm at the moment. Visibility's bad, but I know the entrance to the cave is somewhere just here. So we should be okay. CSQD, hello mate, welcome to the game. How you doing? Ah yes, Mr. Hydrate Bot. I do have some water, but definitely not enough for the journey. In terms of actual water that I've brought with me, I have some water, but not really enough for the journey, so it's not too bad, I suppose. I'm all topped up, but the issue is that once we get into Milton, we're going to have to break down some supplies, create, you know, fire and things like that. I'm hoping that after we've transitioned to the new area, it will be a bit easier on us. Leaving Mystery Lake. So we're heading over to Milton. As I say, we've already looted the village of Milton once. I'm actually not going to light my lantern up here. I'm going to get it out just in case it does get dark, but the visibility through the cracks in the roof are good enough for the moment. Okay, now we light the lantern. There we are. Okay. Tiptoe through the cave, then it's a left, that's right. I don't think I left any supplies in here. What I will take... In fact, what I'll remember for next time is that there's a buttload of coal in here. Chat, that's going to be important. The thing is, at the moment, is that coal is what I need to power the furnace over at Forlorn Muskeg. There's no point in me picking it up now, because we're not going to Forlorn. We're heading out, so we need to get supplies back from Milton, not take more weight in with us. Yeah, the coal's going to be extremely helpful for getting the furnace up to temperature, so we'll need to bear that in mind. All good, all good. Yeah, there we go. There was a campfire here. Let's take that little bit of cedar wood with us. We're a little bit overburdened, but after we've sort of ate and drank, we should be able to tackle the rock climbing rope despite our overburdened state. We're actually losing the light as well, which means we'll probably be camping out once we reach Milton. There's more coal there. That's excellent. Any coal down here? Can't see any coal there. Again, gathering as much of that coal as possible is going to be quite important to the longevity of our hunting situation. Again, I've got enough arrows at the moment. I've got like 12 arrowheads spare, and I've got 3 arrows that have been, you know, manufactured, been made, but there's always that risk, do you know what I mean? There's always the risk that you could run out, and no arrows means no food, it means no hides, it means no guts, it means nothing. It means no guts. Man has no guts. Is the emote disabled? Oh, sorry, Blade. I didn't think the emote was disabled. The weather's not really any better on this side of the tunnel. I wasn't really expecting it to be honest, but yeah, I was wishful thinking. Am I the only one who got a second email notification for Q streaming? Moohoo. No, I've no idea, mate. I don't know. I don't. It'd be a bit strange. I don't get email notifications for my own streams because I'm already here. But you didn't ask that question. You asked a perfectly reasonable question, which was the other people in chat. To which I don't know. I honestly have no clue. Well, I just got the achievement. Happy Harvest. What does that mean? Harvest 25 of each kind of plant in a single-player game. So out of all of the plants in the game, I've harvested each of them 25 times. We're going for a complete unlock. The only reason I'm taking these with me is because they can be useful food in a pinch. I shouldn't really be taking them with me, but I am. Oh.
I'm going to have to leave something behind.
It's not too bad. What's our overall carry weight now? I don't know. The temperature is actually starting to drop rather significantly. Memory serves me right, at the bottom of the hill here there is a place, a cave even, where we've stopped before to escape bad weather. So we might take the opportunity to get out of the wind and rest at that cave. It means a little bit of hardcore parkouring off a cliff, and it means we won't be able to double back.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all good. You may excuse not get... Sorry, Danger Dan, you are my excuse to not get out of... or for not getting out of bed for another hour. Well, at least I'm good for something then. Good for something. You stay in bed, sir. Tell whoever needs to know that I gave you permission. could sort of hide in the crook of the building there, or the crook of the enormous cliff face. I mean, ideally I'd want to get up to Milton before sundown, but it's not, you know, it's not a terrible idea. This is where we sort of drop off down here. This is where we make our jump. Just here. It went better last time. It went much better last time. Okay. How badly damaged is this clothing then? So we're now down to minus... That went very well. This is at 99. Okay, so the important stuff is okay. What's ripped? Nothing? My scarf, apparently. I ripped my scarf on the way down. That's alright. We can fix that. Okay, what is knackered? My wrist and things like that. My wrist and ankle. 'Tis only a flesh wound. That's right. The weather should be bad enough that we'll be able to get to the cave without the wolf getting on us. Yeah, that went better last time. I feel like that cliff is a little bit higher. I feel like that's actually been patched since the last time we were here. Because otherwise you have to go through a rock climbing rope. The weather's extremely bitter now, minus 15. If I'm perfectly honest with you, it might be a bad time to admit that I don't know exactly where the cave is. But I expect it to be... Ah, here we go, rose hips. These are actually a good find. I'm going to harvest these now. Even though it's very windy. I think there's a wolf just there on my left. No, it's a tree stump. All good. The cave's literally just down here in this little divot, I think. So where are you going now? 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. I am going to Milton, but not the village itself. I'm going to explore the area around Milton. So places nearby. I'm probably going to need to sleep in here. It's not the first thing on my list. It's not what I want, but it's what's going to happen. There's definitely more rose hips here. This is good. I don't have a supply of rose hips back at the house, really, so this is a nice little way to top up, to fill up. Grab that feather as well. Can never scoff at feathers. I've actually got a spare piece of cedar wood here as well. Is this all coal as well? Oh, I should really bring this. I should endeavour to bring that back with me if I get a chance. That's empty. Right. So we're still a little bit cold in here, but it's not too bad. What I really need to do is rest. And how long do I need to rest for to heal my ailments? Between 4 and 2 hours. If I'm perfectly honest, there's probably not much need to rest. I'll put some sticks on the fire, and I'll instead make the tea necessary to heal my damaged limbs. Might be a bit easier. Gotta love Twitch on mobile. I can watch while showering. Don't put your phone in the shower, Blade. I'm gonna call it a bad idea. Cool. Yeah, I've been a bad boy. That's right. Santa's coming, and he's giving me lots of coal. You need to rest if you want to go to Milton. Yeah, I kind of do. Kind of do. Right. I don't. We'll put one of those cedar logs on there, just because we want to try and get warm. Let's have our banged up pork. In fact, no. Let's focus on that tea. We need to go to. How do we do it? It's campcraft. No, it isn't. How do I craft things? I forget. Here it is. Crafting. Craft anywhere. Rose hips. It takes 56. It takes 24 rose hips to make a single herbal tea. Prepared rose hips. Let us drink to good health and being more careful. This should warm us up a little bit as well. I probably will get about an hour's kip in too. See if the weather doesn't clear. Definitely a bad blizzard. There we go. My sprained ankle has healed. Unfortunately, my sprained wrist has not. I've retained the bad wrist. But that only needs a 2-hour rest, which we might be able to get away with here. So let us deploy the bearskin roll and sleep for 2 hours. We should stay reasonably warm here. Lovely. So, the weather isn't much better. Ugh, but we should try and attempt the rock climbing rope anyway, if I'm honest. Are we still overburdened? No, but it is -5. Okay, let's pick... No, we are overburdened still. By how much? Only by 1 kilogram. Can I eat something to maybe shed a bit of weight? Let's just drop that. And drop all those cattail heads. And then let's eat something. Let's eat a bit of that rabbit there. Now we're under carrying capacity. Right, let's move out. What's that, Joe? You're attempting a rock climb in the blizzard at night? Yes. Yes, I am. Now, some may call it a bad idea, and I'd be inclined to agree with you, but we're going to do it for the sake of progress and moving forward at night when I can't really see what I'm doing. Yes, it's all coming together nicely. My logic is that if I can't see the walls can't see me. And cue the dog bark. Nope. It's just down here. Yeah, the trick here is to not walk off the side of a cliff. Try not to sprint to conserve as much stamina for the climb as possible. It's going to be extremely close. There we go. This is the part where we rock climb. We're going to get quite cold on the way up, but that's, again, okay. Here is the rock climbing rope. Did I leave supplies here last time? I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I took them all with me. Yes. Right then. Let's extinguish this, put it away, and start our ascent. Now, I remember this being a pretty close rock climbing rope last time, but I think because of our full tiredness, our full stamina bar, we should just about make it. Here we are. Lovely. So welcome to Milton. There's not much of it to see at the moment. There's a small sort of, like a newsstand, or like a little, newspaper hut thing, just down here, that I'm going to try and shackle in, or hunker down in for the moment. Clone! Emote poem incoming. Oh dear, no. Okay, thank you very much, sir. I'm looking forward. That's a cliff. We want to follow the path this way. Here's the building.
Can't feel my hands.
Let's get indoors here. Right, we're out of the wind and we're warming up. Nice, nice, nice. There is actually a little bed here as well. One of the reasons I chose to stay here. Even better. Is there a little portable stove? I don't think there is. Oh no, there is. Potbelly stove.
This is the long-promised day.
Oh God.
A day that does with emotion sway.
Oh God.
The emotes are really here, raising both stream and Discord at here.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay, somehow I feel it's not the end of the poem. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Clone. Cheers, mate. The rope is placed by you or by the devs. In some cases it's placed by the devs, in some cases it's placed by myself. It's random, I believe. Okay, let us sleep for a few hours, try and get the worst of this blizzard behind us.
Filthy animal.
King Q did finally provide.
Oh, God.
Emotes anyone CAUs with pride. A king, a wave, love and a scare. They are gorgeous, worthy of a bear.
It's good. Oh dear, no. It's bad news, friends! It's bad news. It is the Aurora. I don't know what accent that was. Can I make a coffee? Even the computers come on, look. It's a different world at night here. This bothers me deeply. There's no music coming out of the radio. It's clearly not tuned in properly. My issue here is wildlife. Wildlife is super aggressive during the aurora. This is a bad time to be caught out. I was kind of hoping I'd avoid this, but let's push for the petrol station. Milton Park. Can't see any wildlife just yet. Okay. No, alright. It's okay. There could be a bear down around here. I seem to remember there being a bear about this place here, but again, I can't quite remember. It's the middle of the night. I wonder if we'll have the aurora till morning or whether it will fade. It's providing reasonable conditions to move around in, though. It's reasonably bright. I seem to remember getting into this place was a bit of a pain in the arse. Hopefully there's no live electrical wires here. Here we go, no cash. Doors closed. Hopefully the lights will be on. They're not very good lights. So I've already been through here once before, I believe. Maybe there's a couple of items that have respawned, but I'm not expecting much, to be honest. Like I say, most of it's already been looted by our good selves. That radio's dead. The lights are still running. Trying to keep my eyes open for dodgy electrics. Milk is $6 here. Next shipment in 3 to 4 weeks. Jesus. There's a Summit soda there. Again, little bits of food do tend to respawn. Simply because I usually wait like 5 or 6 patches before I actually... Oh, I wonder if these crates have anything in. Let's smash one up. I shouldn't have really done that with my fucking light on. That's probably pissed fuel everywhere. How are we doing for fuel on that now? I don't even want to check. It's going to upset me. Book. We're burning. Book burning. We're burning books. Oh, look at this in a fire barrel. Metal shelf. We searched this place last time, yeah. Glitching out telly. Empty lockers. We could get a fire going. Yeah, I'll use the opportunity to boil up some water, considering the opportunity has presented itself. So
Jack is getting kind of heavy.
Let's do that. Let's put the lantern away and let's get a fire going. Start by using this. And let's light one up. The coastal highway. Beg your pardon. What do you mean coastal highway? Question mark. No, this is Milton. If you're asking where we are, sir, we're on the route to Milton, or we're actually in Milton. And we're just outside of the village with a, or the town. No, it's a village. We're just outside of the village at the petrol station, but the aurora has got me sort of pinned down here. A little bit dangerous. Okay.
Turned out pretty well.
Let's add some of this cedar wood as it weighs so much. And let's boil up some water. We don't want really too much, but we want enough that we can survive on. So we're going to go with 3 litres. And that'll bring us up to 4 litres. And that will give us a few days of water. And yes, we have to carry it all with us, but it's not too bad. The buzzing of the light has stopped, which makes me think that the aurora has finally fucked off, which would be great. Yep, we've been plunged back into the inky darkness. Very nice. Very nice, yeah. Sure, why not? Cool. We don't really need to eat anything, but let's have some anyway. Let's eat some of these cattail plants while we've got them. Again, I kind of want to wait for good weather. I might sleep through till morning. It's good that that blizzard's sort of got out of the way now, so hopefully the weather for the next couple of days should be a bit more reasonable. That's the plan anyway, that's the hope. And truly we cannot know. Wait, if there's a village, why not go there for help? It's not an occupied village, my friend. It's a village that has been long since abandoned by everyone else. Ah, here we go. Centurion achievements. Survive 100 days in a single-player game mode. Now that's well, I think we've ticked over to day 100 then. I need to touchy-feely me way through this yard here. Okay, we didn't get through a massive amount of fuel, thank God. That's alright. Okay, let's go out here. Let's exit through the back door. Now, the other time I went to Milton, I went to Milton. But I don't want to do that this time. I want to explore away from Milton. Because Milton, as would suggest, I've already looted it. So if I can, I want to avoid it. This is all empty. And there's a road that goes off this way. So let's follow this road. Sort of roughly following the power lines, because power lines go somewhere. There could be nothing at the end here, as I say, it's really just in the name of exploration at the moment. Areas that we've not been to. The real sort of the humdinger, the thing that I'm absolutely keen on questing for, is rifle ammunition. That's the big one for me at the moment. That's going to really secure my my arse on home ground here, because the more rifle bullets I have, the more opportunities I have to kill moose and bears, and that means the better state I'm able to leave my clothing in. I'm going to kill the lantern. It's now sort of bright enough, at least on my end, for it to be off. There's a crashed school bus down here. Let's take a look at it. It looks like a massive cave-in. I hope nobody was in this bus. Ah, no, it's a crashed prisoner transport bus. Black Rock Prison. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I would kind of hope like I'd be able to get in the bus and there'd be like rifle ammunition from the guards or whatever, but no, it looked locked up tighter than a miser's purse, so... Interesting. Black Rock Prison. There doesn't seem to be any way to get inside. Be nice if there was, but no, it looks pretty one-wayed there. I wonder if there's like an alternative way around. That tunnel's like totally blocked. Okay. Not a fan of the bow, says Cynical. It's not that. It's that I'd rather leave it for hunting deer and other things. It's not... Speaking of deer, there's a deer there, which means there's probably not too much hostile wildlife here. There's a good amount of deer here. And a reishi mushroom, yes, please. We're not too likely to get intestinal parasites anymore because we maxed out our cooking level, but just having the mushrooms is like a bit of preventative maintenance if you can get them do kind of thing. Come on, let me up and over. There we are. Yeah, a few deer out here, nothing too major. Again, just in the name of exploration, we're going to explore this basin here. The woodlot. Lots of different locations, but nothing really at them. It's feeling sort of very reminiscent of the Timberwolf Mountain in that there's lots of locations, but none of them are really of interest. Like, what interest is the woodlot to me? Maybe rotting logs for reishi mushrooms, but even they seem to be in short supply. There's a couple here. Let's go up through that tunnel there. There's like an overhang, like an arch. Let's give it an explore. Looks like the wind's picking up as well, which is less than favourable. Damn, I want to see you playing, sir. You are being hunted so bad. Yeah, sir, you are being hunted. Sorry, I thought you were referring to the Long Dark, like I'm being hunted. No, the game, sir, you are being hunted. Is that the older game with the robots?
Through another night.
Oh, the weather has really deteriorated. We're down to -3 bars on the temperature meter. My health pool acts as a bit of a buffer from hypothermia, so it's not a disaster, but it's definitely not ideal. The Arch. Again, area unlocked. Again, the name of the game are boxes of rifle ammunition, whether they're, you know, well, I mean, I'll settle for single rounds, I'm not greedy. Yes, and I'm being hunted in the game. Exactly right, 42. Through the arch then. And here is the town of Milton. Now, there's a lot of hostile wildlife in Milton. Everything sort of converges here. Maybe I should push to the far side of Milton. I want to be careful of wolves, because there's always a few wolves in Milton, but I may end up having to hunker down here for a day or two, just to survive the bad weather. So we'll creep into town. I'll get my flare out ready. Yeah, let's go around. Yeah, there's a wolf. They hang around in the wreckage here, it's quite bad. Can I get in the back of this car for the moment? Need right round the front of the car there. Yeah. We're cold in here, but we'll wait for him to move away and then we'll find a building. A lot of them are buried in snow or ruins, so there's not much chance of us getting in. It's probably near the farmsteads. Sorry, Attery? Sorry, I'm terrible with names. It's not you, it's me. Oh, hello, Macy. I wonder if it's because I've got food on me. Yeah, he's really having a good hang around, isn't he? He's going to wait for me. Hello, lad. I don't really want to get mauled. Like, even though I can survive a mauling, I can't afford to replace the gear that gets mauled. So you see why when I dropped off that ledge and I hurt my ankle and tore my clothing and things, I checked to make sure that the wolf and bearskin jackets were still very much intact. He's very eager, isn't he? He's keen, bless him. I might make a run for it as he goes off to the right there, because he seems to be running the same patrol path over and over again. Let's see if he doubles back one more time. Okay, let's go.
So cold.
There we go, made it into this one. I wonder if he'll lose interest in me there. Ah, there's another one, look. See, Milton's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Have we got any buildings we can get into? They're all boarded up. I think there's one there. I might try and make a run for that one. Okay, let's make a run for it. Here's one. Into the house. Okay, we can get warm in here at least. Right. Okay, so... oh, metal container we've not looted. Have we not been in here before? There's things like books and stuff on the ground. Things that I would have expected me to take with. Yeah, I've not looted this house, look. Must have been a house that I missed. Let's check it for supplies. Baked beans. Are you people moaning about my safe way of moving through the town? Well, I'll have you know, it's the safest way. The safest way to move through town. Crunchy stuff, that's good. Bringing back food and things is going to be nice. Resupplying my perishables stash is going to be definitely high on the list. It looks like they've remodeled the interiors to be like HD. That's leave house, not keen on that. What's this?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Fisherman's sweater. Is that an under... oh, let's just eat this tin of dog food now, because it's at 8% health. You will probably find that a lot of the food here is going to be rotten to the core. Just because of how long it's been here. Okay, is this an undercoat? It is an undercoat. This guy, yeah. Okay, good. That's a decent undercoat, that is. That's a very decent undercoat. Okay, that's a decent find. Cool. Your voice sounds so good. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I've been living with it all my life. This is how I sounded when I was first born. When I was there at the hospital. It's like, hey. Yeah. Spare bandages, all good. Let's grab some water from the shitter. Viable tactic. because obviously a lot of the water gets stuck in the U-bend, and it's not as rancid as you'd first think. It's just been sitting in a porcelain bowl. Obviously, if it's got a turd in it, I'd advise you leave it. Right. Let's creep on about the house then. Let's see. Let's try and find another building. We want to creep through town as best we can. Maybe I should check buildings that I've already been in. No, let's check this building out. You know, like buildings, not necessarily buildings that I've already been in, but you know, buildings that I have looked at previously. So this is discovered as a new location, Milton House. Maybe they changed which houses and stuff were accessible or something, or maybe I just wasn't very thorough on my first pass through here. I know that I was having a lot more trouble with wolves than I am now. I was having some real issues with the wildlife before, so this is a bit less high octane. Let's go out through the front. OBS changes? Oh boy, what did you do? I just basically increased. I know, yeah, I put it like OBS changes. I have reinvented the wheel here, folks. No, basically what I did was increased the amount of processing power that OBS takes. I basically changed the setting. Hopefully you're finding that it's coming through in a very smooth way over on twitch.tv there. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's looking smooth and it's looking sharp, because otherwise I don't have a clue, to be honest. I am seeing that there's a little bit of frame drop coming through every now and again, but again, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, there's a spare book. We'll take that with us again. Good for book burning. We don't need tinder and things like that. Cool. The first thing you did in your life is pickpocket everyone in the room. That's right. It's as smooth as your voice. The old greygasm there. Thanks very much. I hate you for switching to 1080p 60 FPS because your tablet can't handle that. You see, and this is part of the problem. I say the problem, you know. I say the problem in the loosest possible way. The issue with exactly right having this 1080p 60 FPS is that it does create problems with. Okay, we've already been through this building again. We'll just double check. Newspaper. I don't really need the newspapers, to be honest, actually, because I've already got Tinder, so we'll leave that behind. But this one's been searched. What was in here? Ragged gloves. We'll take those with us, because we're always after cloth. Let's smash this crate up. See if there's anything in it. Then we'll drink. Nothing in it, so we'll drink up. Did I watch the E3 releases? I did not. I did not watch the E3 releases, so it's definitely one of those. See, I've noticed that something's missing from Twitch, and I don't know whether it's intentional or what or whatever. You know what they used to be, when you recorded in or streamed in 1080p 60 FPS, there used to be 720p 60 FPS and 720p 30 FPS. It used to have a 30 FPS option. No longer, apparently. I don't know whether that just wasn't worth the encoding power or what, but it just doesn't seem to be there. Yeah, I've already got the Tinder, mate. Let's go for some more water here. Take it more from the base. And this is another building that I've not looted yet, so I want to make sure
Feels like a lot of gear.
Yeah, you are a little bit overburdened, aren't you? That's fine. Overburdened with indifference, as the saying goes. Lots of spare shite. Metal pail. Let's check all the cupboards and things. There's a tin of food up on the top there. Let's take a look at the condition. 46%. A lot of the food will be going rancid about now, sitting sort of lukewarm in an insulated house. I have those options on live. You guys have the other... Beg your pardon, let me check. Oh, you do? Where's it come from? Sorry, I didn't have that yesterday. Oh, no, I was... sorry, yeah, I didn't have it. Well, there you go. Well, what people complaining about? No, sorry. Yeah, the other day when I was streaming Postscriptum, there was not a 720p 30 FPS option, and neither... Oh, lantern fuel, nice. There was not that option on Cyanide stream either, so it, like, I don't know whether the encoding just wasn't working on that for that day then, I guess. But yeah, it wasn't there originally, so it is now. Hallelujah. If you are a Fallout fan, check out Fallout 76 Collector's Edition. I will be sure to have a look. God, this is the making of a fucking horror film here. Look at this. Jesus Christ, okay. Don't make eye contact with the tractor. The tractor's the possessed item. See, that's just fucking ominous. There's a bit of storytelling going on there.
Could use this.
Worn t-shirt for cloth. Wool socks. Yes, please, actually. I'd like them. Where are we putting them on? We're putting them on here. Because our sports socks are shite. They barely do anything. So even these wool socks are better in their damaged state. And if I repair them here with my sewing kit, they're going to be in even better condition. Oh no. Did that ruin the sewing kit? I've got a spare one, but from the looks of things. Cool. Brand new wool socks, warming us up a little bit there. These climbing socks are pretty good as well, but the wool socks are going to go a long way to insulating our feet. That's pretty good. I'm a little bit annoyed I can't sleep in the cot though. That's a bit of a dick move. Okay, let's get out of the house, wherever the wherever the door is. That's the basement. There we go. A little bit of reclaimed wood. Don't really need it. Are you a fan of the Fallout games? I didn't play any of like the original ones. I don't want to sell myself as a Fallout fan, as it were. Oh, hello. There's a house here. This was ruined the last time I was here. This house wasn't standing the last time I came here. It was all blown down. This wasn't here last time. This was ruined. It was reduced to rubble. So have they added it now? I don't think I've ever been in this house. I'm pretty sure I've never been in here. No, I have. Weird. Very strange. Wilderness Kitchen.
Yeah.
Can take with us. Bezdog, thank you very much, mate. Thank you for the tier 1 submarine there. Thank you very much, man. Okay, let's... Oh no, I've not searched these top cabinets. Strange. Okay, no harm in doubling around on us. There's a very sort of weird green glow to things. Hopefully we don't have... I'm not going to have a daytime aurora. Are you a fan of the Elder Scrolls games? Because you can get Elder Scrolls blades with the smiley face. No, I'm like I say, I play the Elder Scrolls game. I wouldn't call myself necessarily big num one fan, but you know what I mean. It's not that I don't dislike them. They're all right. They're pretty good. Is this the farmstead that what people were referring to, or is this a different one? I definitely need to drink some of this water before it breaks my spine. What a nice little place to base. I'm reasonably impressed by this. Doesn't have a crafting table though. That's one of its drawbacks. A base really needs a crafting table and some kind of place to burn things indoors. Sports socks can bugger out. In fact, we'll take them for cloth. As I say, cloth is a big one for us at the moment. We'll take the cloth. Oh, fucking hell, that's haunting. Ugh. Oh, God, look at all the paper. See if there's anything behind this cloth. Oh, hiding shit from me, man. Look at that. That's awesome. Right. Yeah, that's weird. And there's a... No, sorry, I thought that was like a door. No, well, it is a door, but it's off its hinges. Strange. This is Mother Grey's house. The farmstead is down the road past the river. Okay. I shall take that as gospel, and I shall try and punch my microphone with my hand while scratching my head, and then go for the farmstead.
Oh, yeah.
I can't sprint at the moment. Let's tiptoe down here. So again, I didn't leave Milton last time. I stayed here. Begging for trouble. Thank you very much to Mr. Grishnag85 with a tier 1 sub there. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Do enjoy the emotes. Do enjoy the icons. They are there for yourselves, not for myself. Well, I've already run my fingers through here. Okay, so the bridge then. Let us leave the safety of Milton. I've got enough water and supplies, reasonably so, to last for quite a while out here. But as a result, I've lost my ability to sprint, which means we're a little bit at the mercy of here. Let's push further in. A little bit tired. Still got our bearskin bedroll with us, so we can sleep on the job, as it were. Get over that snowbank. I'm guessing this is the proverbial river. Sounds like a waterfall back there. I'm guessing there's some stuff out that way as well, but I'm not so keen on exploring it yet. We should Stick to our means down here. Is there something down there? Probably. It's probably some sort of cave or something. There always is. So we are now further into Milton than I have ever been before. The only other thing that I know about Milton is that by some measure it connects to Forlorn Muskeg. But how exactly it does that, I don't know. Okay, so we've got a crashed car up here. A few crashed cars. Some kind of church at the top of the road there. I don't know whether you can see that against the backdrop. The lack of hostile wildlife, he says as he sees a wolf at the end of the road, is welcome, actually. It's not too busy here. Definitely not as busy as Milton. Usually the trunks are locked. Is this one a locked trunk? No, this one's an open one. A raggedy scarf. I should really create like a drop-off point for things. Like a place where I should drop them before I move deeper. Oh, yes please, that is very welcome. Another flare. Like I say, I can't sprint. Flares are actually very few and far between for me at the moment, so flares are welcome. I'm going to try and avoid that wolf by going off-grid here. I'm going to go up this way. You know that whole thing where I was like, I don't want to leave the road? I'm going to leave the road. I'm going to leave the road. But this is the wood lot, apparently. Worst case scenarios, moose and or bear. Wolves even, are okay. I can deal with wolves. I've got enough reishi mushrooms on my person now to be able to survive. If I, for whatever reason get dysentery or get sick, I will have the ability to heal myself. Not that I would get dysentery, because we're lugging around about 5 litres of water. I really do have my entire life in my bag here, and it is a good way to get you killed. An inability to sprint, but unfortunately I am doing a bit of a loot hoover run, so anything goes, really. How did everyone in the village die? I imagine the cold, to be honest. I imagine when the extremely bad weather set in, no supplies were getting through or anything. Oh, this is a maple sapling. I'm going to take this with me. At 0.3 kilograms. They're not super heavy, but they are super rare. And they are used for making new bows, believe it or not. Oh, there's two. One's been scared off. Let me drop a decoy, he says. There we go, drop a decoy, cooked bear meat. Let's see if he goes for that. Hopefully he does. If not, we can double back to one of the cars. Sounds like he's taken the bait. Did someone say loot hoover? Yep, that's me. I always get the queue is live emails when you're like an hour late. Well, yeah, to be fair. It's one of those ones, can't really avoid them. Or, well, I say avoid them, like you want to avoid them. It's more to do with, like, I don't know, like, that's why I do put tweets out on Twitter, on the old Twitter, the old tweeteroo, that I'm doing it. But obviously people can't be on Twitter all of the time. It's much easier and much more discreet to get the email through on your phone, as an email, as it were, rather than, you know, fucking around on Twitter at work or whatever. So yeah, it's one of those ones. I don't know why it comes through so late, actually. You are right, it does seem a bit strange. Welcome to the church's graveyard. We have some rose hips to start. It's good. I haven't had a decent supply of rose hips in the new base pretty much since I started. So the fact that we've got this church here is a nice little stopgap. The graveyard. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. There's a wolf over there. He's stalking something. Let's try and get into the church. See what we've got here. Is it going to be... I'm hoping it's going to be like Far Cry 5 and there's going to be loads of people in here who are fucking stacked with like assault rifles. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, it's very devout. St. Christopher's Church. St. Edberg's Church. Check the pews because people... Oh, is that... That must... That's definitely going to be a copy of the good book. Here we go. Supplies. Supplies. Somebody was camping out in here, alright. Was he playing a song? No, he was eating the piano keys. You can't burn the good book. I'm Pastor Curry from the Royal Wedding. Right, a spare hatchet is very much something I'm interested in. I'm always interested in getting those spare supplies. They were having a bit of a book-burning competition in here. Strangely enough, whoever was living in here didn't perish in here. You've always got to wonder as well, let's say, like, it's always like a note of interest. Like, let's say, obviously, through me surviving, that obviously I might not be... sorry, words. I might not be the only one that's surviving out here, if that... Ooh.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Why'd you have that, Reverend? Why'd you... Why'd you have this stuff, Reverend? Okay, Reverend, we need to have a word. Sensitivity meeting. Awesome. Yeah, okay. This is for people who are talking during the gospel, I think. Right, we've got shitloads of books. We probably don't need this many. Okay, we'll use this as our drop-off point then. We'll use this as our first drop-off point. So we'll drop stuff here in the church, and then we'll divide it afterwards. So what are we dropping here? We're going to drop this ruined sewing kit, and then we'll put all of the gear over on this side. It's Digby's, yeah, that's it. Okay, so in terms of weight... What's heaviest? The rifle. Okay, so we're going to leave the rifle here. Can I unharvest? No, I can harvest it for scrap. I can't... No. It's too heavy. It's not worth taking it with all the loot that we've got. Let's drop all of that. We won't need those. Let's eat the fish. Free up a load of weight there. The books can stay here. Take maybe one book with us. Let's leave the spare hatchet. Leave the maple sapling. The weather sounds excellent. Okay, that's brought us down to 40. Let's leave all the spare clothing here. It sounds absolutely delightful outside. I cannot wait to get out in that. Oh, I've dropped my actual scarf, so we can pick that back up. I dropped the scarf out equipped. Right, let's dig it out. I want my scarf back. Give me a fucking scarf. Ragged wool scarf, there it is. Gotcha, you bastard. That's not even a good wool, so that's the one I want, the decent wool scarf, not the ragged one. Okay, drop that one, go back to the clothing tab, and then put this one on. Sounds like the church is barely fucking keeping the weather out. Yeah, look at all the holes in the roof. We may end up... Let's sleep here. This is a nice little checkpoint to sleep at. Let's have a rest.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get many opportunities to sleep indoors, so let's do it. Thank you very much to Shady123463. 63, why? Well, thank you very much, Shady. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Matt. It's very dark, and the weather is no better. We're caught out in a blizzard. I don't really want to waste time sleeping here overnight, but we can. We literally can. Like, there's no point in us going out in that weather in an area that we're unfamiliar with. There's not even a chance we'll be able to touchy-feely our way around. So let's pass time for 3 hours. Well, ideally I'd like to wait till morning, but the weather seems to have subsided now, so now we shall make our move. We'll take a check on the actual brightness out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll make our move there. Naked Sunbather, thank you very much, mate. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Okay, Mattia, got to go. Have a nice day. Good luck and don't die. That is very much the plan. Let's stay on the road then. So again, I dropped a few supplies back at the church there. I will need to remember to pick them up, or at least funnel them over to the next area. To be honest, I should probably go back and... Do you know what? I know it's like being a bit of a woman about it. I'm actually going to go back and pick some stuff up. I don't want to leave supplies here that I can't be without. Particularly the... basically, I don't want to come back here. There's wolves all around it. It's a bad place. It doesn't really do it for me. So I don't need the rifle, because I've got one of those at home. I don't really need to defend myself. I need the cloth. Maybe that's what I can do. I can spend some of the time ripping up the clothes and things that I've brought with me, harvesting this sewing kit potentially.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
That's right. Okay, so let's go by what we've got here. So we've got a couple of pieces of reclaimed wood, which we don't need. We've got this thing here, which is broken, which we don't need.
Yeah.
We're going to keep the hatchet with us, because we don't want to be coming back here. Hurtles, thank you very much, my friend, for the 3 months in a row, sir. That is very kind of you. Welcome aboard. Got our little bits of lantern fuel here that are going to keep us going. What I want to do is turn the light off for this. You get it all, like, sexual. No, we want to rip up things that we're not wearing. So we want to harvest this. We want to turn bulky items of clothing into single or double pieces of cloth to be able to increase our carrying capacity. I played this game multiple times, never as well as Quebec. I've never found the flare pistol. I have never found it either, Schaumeister. Is that Schaumeister? Or Chowmeister even. Yeah, I've never found it either. I have 2 rounds for the rifle at home for the flare gun, but I do not have them. As far as I understand it, it's the only thing that can scare away a bear. I might be talking out of my bum there, but it's yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the only one that can. Okay, actions, harvest. Good. There's some cloth on the coat rack by the door. Good to know. Yes, you're right, isn't there? That is, you know, very much speaking a truthy truth. Let's harvest that. So again, it's the middle of the night. Again, ideally I'd wait till morning, but again, I've got my arm twisted. Let's take the opportunity to repair this. Can't repair it while in the dark. I take that hint and, yes, nod loudly and often. Let's touchy-feely my way back to the front of the church where the bed is. Oh, God. I don't even need eyes, man. Don't even need them. Oh, dear. Stretchy arms. Oh, gosh. There's some... Yep. Okay, we need to rape us. Lovely. There we are. And the lantern. Let's top the lantern off, as we're always going to be using the damn thing. Burler up. Lovely, up to 1 litre. We've only got 0.02 litres left, so we'll be able to fill this up in pretty good time. Again, all of this firewood and things, though, and these books and that rifle, they're not necessary. I've already got stuff back at home that I'm taking care of. Cloth, there it is. Harvest. Requires light to break down with a tool. Can I break it down with my hands in? Yes, I can just rip it up. Okay, let's try leaving the church now. Trilf, how you doing, mate? Welcome. Okay, we scared that wolf off with our scent, because we fucking stink, apparently. We got a locked trunk. Let's press on into the night. I want to create some distance here.
Oh,
keep following the road.
yeah.
The Yorkshire Pudding just subscribed. Welcome, sir. Welcome. How are you finding the video feed, guys? Are you finding it sharp? Are you finding it pixelated in some ways? Obviously, it's going to be smooth. The frame rate, I have no doubt, is okay. But it's more the clarity, the sharpness of it. Has increasing the processing power of OBS increased our fidelity, as it were? I'm curious, as I'm still sort of playing with it. No pixelation that you can see. Good. Yeah, Quebec the poo covered. Yep, absolutely spot on. What does this road sign here say? Milton, that way.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh.
I can never play games on my own, so always stick a video, live stream on to listen to. Since you are my favorite, you deserve to be the first to take my money. Long live the king.
Long live the king. Thank you. Oh, hello. Sorry, I saw movement then. Thank you very much, mate. Well, fuck. Do you? I don't. Yeah, I tend to find that I don't when I'm. Well, sorry, when I am watching live streams, I tend not to watch them like. I say live. Like I tend not to watch them, if that makes sense. Like I tend to listen to them. Is that something that a lot of you people do as well? Like you'll have me on in the background, and who can blame you? Why did I even bother with 60 FPS? Yeah, so it's one of those ones. Like I do exactly the same. I just put me. Yeah, put me. I listen to my own live streams. That's it. What I'm doing. I love the sound of my own voice so much that I I put the live stream of myself on whenever I'm playing games. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I do that pretty much all the time with Twitch because I tend to find that streams very rarely catch my attention for the full like 2 hours, 3 hours, or fucking 11 or 12 hours if you know Edberg or Psy or Calf or whatever doing like 5-6 hours. Like I tend to find that they struggle to keep your attention for that long. So I try to avoid it if I can and just do the shorter stuff that's a little bit more grabby and a little bit more engaging, as it were. We could stumble past this farmstead and I'll never know it. I'm hoping it's sort of backing onto the road. I'm playing Fallout 4 as you speak? Well, sir. How far are you into Fallout 4? What level are you, sir? Are you a Minuteman? That's the big question. Man of my own heart if you're a Minuteman. Back up. Yep, little green eyes in the snow. Okay, let's back it up. Got the ability to sprint. Let's try and break contact. Come round here to the left. Let's see how far he's willing to go to stick to my ass. Sounds like all the way. Okay. He's backing me out onto some ice here. There's quite a lot of resources just here. Well, I was kind of curious to see what was through this clearing, and now we are going to find out. I see his eyes back there. Let's try and stay ahead of him. He's clearly quite hungry. Now, I could drop a decoy. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a rock climbing rope. I've dead-ended myself. Oh, he's gone for a rabbit. Excellent. Okay, I can slip past. He's gone and hunted a rabbit. Excellent. So that's a mountaineering rope, so that's likely a shortcut for the way that we're snaking our way through. Hopefully we won't bump into any other unpleasant trees on the way through here. Visibility is rather bad at the moment, so I can pick out major objects like trees and tree trunks and rock faces, but in terms of detail, no, I'm not getting any. Quite dangerous, actually, sort of this part of Milton. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as rough and ready. There's quite a lot of wolves here. It feels a bit like the abandoned railroad or the forgotten railroad in its own right. It feels quite narrow, quite hemmed in. Maybe not so much as the railroad, but definitely it would feel like on rails, as it were. We're going to stick to the road in the hope that we can find some sort of, not settlement, but a little cluster of houses, maybe a cabin. We've got a car here. And the road, my only saving grace is that the road is still tarmacked. There is clearly something worth tarmacking the road for. Now, whether it's from Milton to somewhere, I'm sure I don't know. But it's thereafter, you know, where we went before, or where we're going even. Where does the tarmac road lead? That's the question. And I'm afraid I have no good answer. I don't know what's in Milton. I feel like you should have waited for days since for exploring resources and all. Yes, I'm trying to find this farmstead. I can loot a lot of the smaller stuff on the way back. Do you know that I'm pretty sure is the car that I'm pretty sure that's the car I starved to death at in the campaign. It's in about the right place. I think that is actually the car I starved to death at. I wonder if you can actually find your plane crash here in Milton. Yeah, I feel like this is the road I was walking up when I was playing the story mode. I still haven't played the story mode. I'm still like not 100% sold on it. Oh, there's another river bridge here. Maybe it's not the same one. Just sort of coincidental. There's a shitload of cars on this bridge. Let's check them all out. Spruce Falls Bridge. An old-fashioned Parker. Yes, we'll take that with us. It's 3 kg. It's quite heavy, but it's quite a few pieces of cloth, that. Check fucking back. No, nothing there. Let's lift up the bonnet to say that we've... But I heard breathing. I was a little bit worried. Cool.
This stuff will come in handy.
You can actually find the crash plane if you keep going down the road. Okay, good to know. Thank God the door wasn't locked. Oh, and fucking helpful me has lifted the bonnet up so I can't see out in front of the car. Okay. I've got goosebumps. I've got fucking goosebumps. That was so fucking scary. He was right fucking there. Yeah, King Q. Brave boy. I'm a brave boy. Do we think he's gone? I'm going to loot these cars another time. Joe would very much like to leave. What does this road sign say? Trail. No, I want to stick to the road. I'm going to find a sign for the farmstead.
Oh,
yeah, I'll come back and loot that another time. Kazex, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, mate. Yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid. That was fucking that was way too close for comfort. Way too close. Why'd they put a bear on the bridge? Why'd they put it on the bridge? That is such a dick move. And I've got to come back this way as well. Unless I can find the Forlorn Muskeg connection. Oh, is this it? Is this end of the line? End of the line. This is where there's been an enormous cave-in. Really should have waited till morning. The sun's going to be coming up, but it's not up yet. Well, I guess we'll take the trail then. Just looking for movement. I wonder if I can nestle in against the rock face here and just sleep for a couple of hours. That would be very nice. I'd be very much game for that. Let me see if I can just nestle in here out of the wind. We got any wind protection here? Yes. So long as the wind's blowing this way. Right, let's take some of the larger pieces of food we've got and get them down us. Nice, and let's go for a drink. Wow, wow, wee. Right, let's sleep. Go for 4 hours. Could sleep in a car, but I'm going to sleep outside. It was a little bit warmer, believe it or not, to sleep in my bearskin roll than it is to sleep on the back seat. Pick it up. Okay, good. Visibility substantially improved. Substantially. The question is now is avoiding the bear. Now, should we take the trail? Let's take the trail. To the right. Get rid of this fish.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Bane Mountain, thank you very much, mate. Bear is down there. Need to get rid of this fish. Just stuff it in. Please, I need to get rid of it. Dude, he's coming. He's fucking coming. Dude, no, please, not like this. Not like this. Dude. Please, no.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Please, eat it. Fucking... so fucking scared. I'm so fucking scared. I heard him off right here. Fucking smallmouth bass. Just fucking, of course bears like fish. For fuck's sake. Okay, good, we've eaten. He's still there. he's right there, I think. If I can run to one of the cars. I do have my emergency stim. Okay. Let's try it. I have to get to the car before the emergency stim wears off if the bear chases me. If the bear chases me and we run out of and we become exhausted and we're not at the car, then we're pretty much dead. Pretty much dead. But if I can make it to the car, if the bear chases me with the stim, and I can pass out after using the stim in the back seat, we'll be okay. Don't give bits at a time like this, Chloe. Says you're going to make it. Does 8 Ball say I'm going to make it? No, it's not looking good. Went up there. I'm going to go over here. Wherever here is. I don't like dicing with a bear without any protection. This is a whole new level of fear right here. 100 days. Over 3 months of survival time. Oh, resting on this. I wonder if this is the escape to Forlorn Muskeg. There's a cave. Is it the bear's cave? This could be the Forlorn Muskeg escape. I'm curious to see whether this... Yes, there's a cave. I wish to explore it, only to see if this is where the Forlorn Escape is. If this connects to Forlorn Muskeg, then this is good to know. Because that gives me alternatives. No, there's coal. Coal again. Good. I'd like to see where it brings me out on Forlorn Muskeg, if it brings me out on Forlorn Muskeg at all. Because we've pretty much crossed the entirety of the map at this point, going right down the middle. It's all of the bits to the sides that we've not seen. Solitary stick. Oh, hello, dude. Dead guy. An improvised knife.
This.
Interesting. Quite rare, though. Looks like he had enough stuff to get by, but ultimately he either starved or looks like he froze to death down here. Maybe it was just too cold. Or maybe he got lost in it. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, it's a bad deal. Do not disturb it. This is the cave you exited from with a torch in the story mode, threw a torch to the wharf and did nothing. Oh, is this that cave? So is it just like a through area? This is a most interesting development. So where are we exactly? He's right. He's right. Yeah, I recognise it. This is where I was failing to throw that stone at that deer. Yeah, he's about right. Don't say there's a rock climbing rope. Oh. Great. Not what I wanted. When it said climb, I thought it was going to put me on some like ladder animation. Raw rose hips. Stop laughing at me, chap. Right, wound dressing. So that isn't the forlorn muskeg escape. The dead deer doesn't fill me with a whole lot of confidence. The rabbits, yeah, not too bad. The rabbits are okay, but this place is not as good. So am I backtracking towards the plane here, chat? Is that what I'm doing? Am I backtracking towards where the aircraft crashed? Am I sort of one-weighing myself? Maybe there'll be supplies up here. The plane is right over that hill. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're here to like loot and explore and things like that. So this is. Is he just going to rush me? He sounds pretty aggressive. There it is. Our light aircraft. I wonder if that I can get to safety before this wolf has my ankle off. We were lucky to survive that. This is our aircraft, folks. This is the one we crashed in, for anyone that doesn't know. I should stress that that's in the story mode, though. Oh. He's going for it. He went for a big rush then. I'm not going to emergency stim, because that's a waste. But this wolf is very aggressive. Okay, we're going to keep backing off. In fact, we're not even going to stop backing off. We're going to go all the way down here. Deal, friends. I'm hoping the wolf can't follow me down there. So welcome to the plane crash. Looks like we were flying a deer in. Oh, bugger me. Is that an actual place down there? Can I, like, rock climb my way? Oh, that's such a bad idea. Why did I even think that? Why did I think that would be like... Oh, yeah, man, we'll just rock climb our way down. Oh, that'd be great. Oh. I'm hoping this will be pretty good. It's going to be probably a decent amount of equipment here, now that I think about it. There's, like... Yeah. Yeah, there probably is going to be quite a lot of decent equipment here. Water purification tablet, yeah, because this is where we crashed, and we were carrying supplies, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there's probably a decent amount of gear here. Probably not many bullets. Go figure, but yeah. Am I right in saying if I break open these containers, there's a chance of me having loot in them? Is that still a thing? You've got whatever used to live here. A little bed. Looks like a bear used to live here. Either eaten by another bear or it's such an old skeleton. Probably like slipped off the mountain or something and ended up down here. So that's right then. So if I pick those, smash those crates up, I'm going to have access to difference. It's a long way down. Okay. Cool. All good. Right then, let's smash open... Oh, we got a briefcase here. Let's see what's in the briefcase. Stack of papers and nothing else. Yeah, okay, we'll leave those. We don't need any papers. So let's start cracking open a few boxes and containers and things like that then. Let's have a look inside and see what we've got. We've already been in there. Let's take the crate. We'll sleep down here tonight and then we'll head back up. Cargo pants. Damaged, but not disastrous. Do a flip, yeah, on the way down. I'll endeavour to do a flip. Bastards. Nothing in that one. Okay, let's check the other cardboard boxes. It's the cardboard boxes don't have anything in, do they? Pretty sure. Yeah, it might just be the green crates. The big green crates. Okay, not much else down here. We could sleep down. Let me just check just up over this log here. Thank God this tree was here, otherwise it would have been a different ball game entirely. It's interesting that this is here, though. Almost as a little Easter egg. It's so far out of the way. It's like a little Easter egg. I like it. I like it a lot. Can we plan our next move? I don't like the fact that there's a bear right on the road as we get out. That's a really bad idea. Or a really bad deal, as it were. Worst trade deal ever. So, we need to really consider our next move. I think that's not... Going over there isn't our next move. Okay, what we'll do, we'll spend the night down here. We'll sleep, we'll rest, we'll recuperate. We'll grab the 1,000,001 rose hips that are littering the ground here. And then we'll rest. As I keep saying, and then we'll go from there. We'll make our next move, as it were. So let's gather all the rose hips and any other amenities that are here. Our total rose hip harvest has been pretty good, to be honest. I'll be eager to get as much of this as possible back home. The question is whether or not I want to go via Forlorn Muskeg, and that might be a bit of a priority, to be honest, because if I go back via Forlorn Muskeg, I'm going to be able to take pretty much everything with me, as long as it doesn't involve a rock climbing rope. Now, do you guys remember that rock climbing rope that I found before? Is that... Well, there's a floating bush here. Is that the escape to Forlorn Muskeg? Do I have to climb a rock climbing rope no matter what? What are rose hips used for? Rose hips are used to make like a herbal tea that's designed to suppress pain. It's like a natural painkiller. Womble says you're an accountant and that you've tried several times to impart him with financial knowledge. Is this accurate? Yes. 100%. When did he say that, FC? When did he say that? Funny fucker. Let's rest, eat, sleep, all the rest. There we go. I sound like... your voice sounds like that of a nature documentary guy. Okay. Drink that up. Yeah, Digby's the accountant. Yeah, I'm not the accountant. Cool. Let us sleep. Let's go for an 8-hour rest. Lovely. So we wake up. It's the middle of the night. I didn't mean to crack into one of those cans, but I'm not going to lose sleep over the fact that we did. Cool. Right, we're going to try and tiptoe out of this damn canyon then, as it doesn't seem to have much on offer for us. Apologies if you can't see very much at the moment. I'm going to try and save the lantern fuel for the journey through the tunnel. So we're going to stick to our guns going this way. Let us rise. Got a fair bit of climbing to do. Let's grab some more rose hips, as there are plenty growing on this mountainside. What's the plot of today's episode? The plot of today's episode, Gandalf, was that we were going to try and find or try and expand our inventory of supplies by exploring further into the wilderness of Milton. So through the cave next to our house in Mystery Lake, we decided to come through there and use the rock climbing ropes and arrive at the Milton Park, the Milton gas station. From there, though, it's been a little bit of a journey. We're really far out in the sticks. In fact, I would say we've gone to the opposite side of Milton. We're on the far side of the map right now, and we're a little bit out back and beyond. Now, what ideally my plan would be here would be to exit Milton via the only other map that I know connects to it, which is Forlorn Muskeg, the one where the furnace is. But unfortunately, I do not know where that exit is. So it is probably safer, in that case, to zigzag my way back across the landscape, following the road that I took in, and head back. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna just stab him. Got him, okay, blood loss. Okay, we got blood loss. Let's bandage the wolf bite. And then let's bandage the other wolf bite, and then let's treat it with some antiseptic. Oh god, quite a nasty mauling that was. Got 2 antiseptics. Got a sprained wrist as well. So hopefully I showed my true colours there, that I'm made of stern stuff. Did the jacket get... No, both jackets are fine. Excellent. That wolf took a really big fight. Like, do you remember how I was saying that wolf was really aggressive? Yep, that's no secret. He was a bit eager, was he not? Let's check around by the actual wreckage itself, see if there's yes, there's more crates. Let's smash them up. I've not got much left in this hatchet. Oh, in fact, the hatchet is literally just broken. That's a pain in the bum. Did I have that? Did I bring the spare axe with me? I did. Let us harvest this for its material. Temperature's starting to get a little bit worse. Okay, what do we got? We got some cloth for repairs. Let's check this container.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Fraggy fleece mittens. We've got all of this stuff, the reclaimed wood. Let's keep going. Cloth. What's about over here? We got another crate. Got another first aid box. There we go.
Could end up being useful.
Let's crack into that crate here. Try and find out what's inside. Jackal, friends. Newspaper clipping, but we don't need that. Pretty much everything we don't need. The fuel, though, was a very big find. We'll drop all this here to try and lighten the weight that we're carrying. We've got a lot of rose hips, which is very nice. Yeah, we've got to try and sort of push back to base. Okay, we'll start the return journey. The way to Forlorn Muskeg is past the farmstead. Do you guys know how I get to the farmstead? I'm afraid I'm at a little bit of a loss. I made a lot of the transit at night through the dark. Is it at the farm? So at the farm. In fact, sorry. Is it at the church? Is it near the church, the farmstead? I haven't found any sort of obvious branching paths towards it. Cool. Excellent. Let's creep through. I'm glad that wolf is dealt with. I'm glad we went to that crash, because that had some really nice and very much needed kerosene. South of the town. Oh, interesting. South of the town? I didn't think there was anything to the south of the town. I'm not entirely sure which way south is, if I'm perfectly honest. I've got a sprained wrist. It's not too big of a deal. I need to get back to the cave. Oh, the demon ice cream van's coming. You might be able to hear it in the background. The window's not open, so it should be a bit quieter. From the church, from the church, go into town to the crossroads near the bank, and then turn right and head down to the road out of town. Okay, so I've come the wrong way out of town. What's out this way then?
Rest that wrist. Could get worse.
I'll just keep going. Fuck it. How tired are we? We're quite tired. We'll sleep in the cave. Near Grey Mother's house. Okay, good to know. Good job. Yep, it's alright. It's gonna creep under here at fucking lightning speed. Look at that. Like a meteorite. Yeah! Fucking Ace's jazz fucking. Right, okay, let's oh god. Don't whinge. Fucking just, this is strengthening your ankles, mate. That's all this is. It's conditioning. Cool, let's grab this old man's beard. And then we'll have to bed down in the cave. There's not much else for it. Let's get it indoors, air quotes. Oh dear. There we are. Let me just tab out briefly. Let's see how we're doing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. It's dark. That's my prognosis. Right, so in terms of food, there are certain things I'm going to have to eat, like this energy bar, which is absolutely fucking monstrously decaying at the moment. Let's have this tin of soup as well, as it's damn near on the way out. We're just going to have it cold. It's 300 calories, so quite a lot of thirst, though. It quenches quite well. So we'll go with that. Right, let us sleep for a few hours in an attempt to recuperate our damaged self. Hopefully it'll be close to morning when we wake up and all will be well. Am I a scientist? No, I'm an observer. I'm not a scientist, sir. Physicist. Or I observe nighttime in its truest form. Let's get the lantern up. How are we doing for fuel on that? Not terrible. Not great, granted, but not bad. Take a right. See, I'd love to come and get the coal from here, but it's not something I can easily bring with me. I'd like to, but I can't. Can I pick up my bearskin bedrug thing? I did, yeah. It's at 67%, look. See, look, there's only two alternatives here. Like, I'm either going to have to find the other bear roll, or the other bedroll, the one that you repair with cloth, because the maintenance on that is going to be much lower, or I forego the bearskin jacket eventually, because having to kill 2 bears each time just isn't worth it. Like, I should have it so that I only need to kill 1 bear. Ideally, if I can find one of the normal bear rolls. What is that there? This wasn't here when I came in. This is recent. Yeah, the music's pretty fucking good. Yeah, the bear on the bridge is a real fucking dick move. I can understand, though, why it's there. Because it's designed to try and drive you away from this area, because it's got a pretty good loot chance on it. Oh, I'll be honest, if there is a bear here, I'm still fucking banging trouble. I do have my sprint back, because we've drank a bit of water, eaten some food, lightened the load, as it were. Lost a few pounds, but yeah. Banging trouble if shit goes sideways. If the bear, I'm hoping the bear isn't going to be near the bridge, but there's no guarantee of that. The word of the day is scared. I'm pretty fucking scared. Oh, he's going to be right down here, isn't he? Nothing on this journey has scared me more than this moment right here. Maybe the wolf scream, but I mean, like, there's jump scare and then there's fear. This is fear. Because a single engagement with a wolf isn't going to kill me, but I'm not on 100% health in the bottom left, and this is a black bear. And there's a very good chance. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, hang on. Back up, back up, back up.
Looks like I made it through another night.
Let's listen. He's down there. I can hear him walking. Okay. Well, what's the fucking plan here, then? I'm totally trapped here. And if the bear comes this way... Whoa! Bad news. Is there any way for me to hardcore parkour my way out of this little fucking ravine here? This little basin that I find myself in? Maybe. It's risky, but is it riskier than going toe-to-toe with a bear? Definitely not. I fancy my chances with the cliff here. Although, it's proving to be somewhat unpassable. Let's try and find another way up. You near the bridge, or trying to get back to the mountain? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit turned around at the moment. I know that I crossed... There are two bridges that I've crossed. The one by Milton, and that's the one that I left on. Or I'm on the one by... oh, I don't even know anymore. I am totally in a bothered state. Can't get over there. What about up here? Do you offer me any respite? No, looks like they've made it anti-climb. They've put like loads of little overhangs in. Yeah, there's no getting out of there. But we're just going to have to chance it with the bear. No weapons. No weapons in inventory. It doesn't help that the wind's quite high. Let's just take a knee. Listen. Turn the game up. Can't hear him quite as clearly now. Oh, it's drink. We've got to drink some water. Okay. I'm not going to lie, I'm too tense to go and get water at the moment. I need to get to the relative safety of not next to the bear. The problem is, I know there's a car. Sun, get that water in. I will do, sir. Will do. Like I say, I'll do it in just a second. I'm just at the moment trying to sneak past Mr. Bear. How far up is he? Is he going to come? I've got no decoys. I don't have any scent. I am genuinely like in cases like this I always have an escape plan. There's always another way. That's how I make it. But here I'm trapped like a rat. And there's nothing I can do. Can't risk tangling with the bear out here. I'm miles from nowhere and with no way of killing it. My only saving grace is that I've got the provisions to maybe survive out here for a day or two, but not much longer. I can't survive a bear mauling, not this far in the wilderness. Can you use dead wolf meat for a decoy? Bears tend not to take decoys. Bears are less about killing things for, well, in this game, they're less about killing things for food rather than they are about, like, territory. And, like, you tend not to find, like, bears, like, chasing wolves or deer or anything like that. You tend to find they just walk around just to, you know, flex their muscles kind of thing. My stomach giving the game away. Are the flares useless against bears? Yes. Oh, the weather's getting worse, dude. I can't stay here. I can get back into the cave. The cave is my respite. The low visibility might make it possible to slip past the bear, but it's not what I want. Can I get up on here somehow? If I could get up on here, this would be ideal, but I can't. They've made it. They've got a lot better with their level creation. On Mystery Lake, I can glitch onto loads of different rock surfaces, but this one, not so much. I've got to make a choice. Go or stay? No, I wouldn't even stand a chance. It's too cold. I've got to fall back. I've got to fall back to the cave until the blizzard passes. As much as I could slip past the bear now, to what end? There's no point. I'd freeze to death as soon as I got out there. I need to wait for the weather to pass before I move on. No.
I can barely walk with this much.
Look at this, we're on -3 freezing here. There's no way I'd be able to, even if I could slip past the bear, there'd be no guarantee that I'd even survive afterwards. I could find like a crevice somewhere and make fire, but to what end? To what end? Let's get back in the warmth of the cave. Out of the wind. Slightly underground is going to really help. That wolf is interesting. Like, that wolf was not in here when we first came. That wolf was like just now falling in. I don't want to eat my shitty ready meal, but it's going to end up going that way. Let's just sleep. Like 4 hours. It's nice and warm in here at the very least. The better part of Valor, that's right. Guess what, friends? The weather doesn't sound better. We'll go and check the temperature. Overall temperature is manageable. The blizzard is still raging on. Let's check to see whether it drops to 1. Yep. Okay, there was a bit of a lull in the blizzard and now it's worsening again. How much worse is the blizzard going to get? Worse and worse still. Yeah, this is no weather to be moving out in. It's going to gradually increase. Missed our window. I'm going to have to stay in the caves some more. Not good. Maybe we can use the light of outside to maybe repair some clothing. Okay. Yeah, the temperature's dropping rapidly. Absolutely no state to be moving out in that. Let's read. Can I read anything? Like, this book, can I, like, research it for a few hours? Your skills are too advanced! God, I have that trouble in real life, to be honest. You know, I read a book about cooking and I'm like, I already know everything there is to know. I can't even open the spine. It's like, you are too advanced. You cannot sully your eyes with this. No, okay, well, we'll just use it for burning then. Cool, let's repair some clothing that maybe got damaged, or let's, oh god, these are fucking, look at that, is that blood? Is that blood? That is blood. Ugh. Don't want to know the last person who had these. Let's just rip them up. Modesty at its finest, yeah. You could hardly make instant noodles. Stop bullshitting. I promise you, it's a total lie. Right, let's harvest this as well, this windbreaker. Is it worth wearing a windbreaker? Let's consider wearing the windbreaker briefly. So this is an outer layer. What do I have on my outer layer at the moment? I've got my bear skin. Okay, yeah. I've got my bear skin and my wolfskin jacket, so this is definitely an easy choice. Well, goodbye. Long live you back in chat. I'm off to get stabbed now. Well, take care of yourself, Mr. Schwein. Mr. Schwein 11. So, happy stabbing, sir. Let's harvest. Windbreaker is perfect when you want to go light, though. It's true. But I never really want to go light. Again, Stalker's weather is just too horrendous. Actions, harvest. Yep. There we go. The weather seems to have subsided now. What's in the next worst condition? This tin of dog food. Happy days. Nom 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 nom. Thank you very much, Neil. Is it Neil? Neo Imperia? Neo Imperia. I'm going to settle on that one. Yeah, thanks very much. They do look awesome. They were designed by Boo Boo Dingo. I ordered them in March. It took a long time for them to get here. But definitely worth the wait. I've ordered some more, and they're not due to arrive until sort of, or in the process of ordering more, and they're not due to arrive until sort of August. I was going to say August, January time, and no, August, July is when they're due to get here. Because apparently Boo Boo's like backed up with work from the other guys, because I'm not the only person. As much as I'd like to have Boo Boo all to myself, she's yeah, obviously doing commissions for the rest of the guys. Okay, so we use our ears first. The wind's quite low. Let me turn the game up a fraction and listen. Yep. He's about there. I think he's walking towards us. God, he's got us totally pinned here. We are totally trapped. was really hoping you'd go across the bridge. We'd have more of a chance, but it's not happening. I hate being trapped down here. Right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to fall back to the right. Okay, no I'm not. He's right outside the door there. Okay. Oh, we have another day dicing with Big Blue. Okay, he's right outside the entrance. He's much closer than my first guess. Don't have a scent, like at all. I'm not carrying any fresh stuff. Just tins and the clothes on my back. This is an evil place for a black bear. Like, developers, you're horrible. This is, honestly, this is run ending right here. I almost need to see the bear come in and then leave again in order to make my move. So I don't know how close he is to the left. I can hear him walking. Is he walking closer or further away?
Oh, yeah.
Shush! Shush, Osil. I'm trying to... Okay. Sounds like I might have a window. Shut up! I swear to God. Bedroll? Don't be asking to stay. I've got it. Right, we go right. Okay, good. He's leaving. Okay, that gives us options. We'll take the right-hand trail. Don't want to attract his attention. Oh. I see. So this is where he's living. Fleshy mushrooms. Yeah, let's stay well away from the bear if we can. I was kind of hoping that I'd see him move. Oh, I know where I am. This is where I got jump scared by that wolf last time. I have my bearings. I was walking up here with a torch, I believe, in the story mode. This is where I got jump scared last time. Oh, I used the stim. Are you joking? Oh, fuck. Okay, I thought it was going to have like a... Okay, it's an instant click. Okay, that's bad. We're going to pass out. I've got one other one back at the house. Okay, I didn't know that was an instant click. I've never used one before.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
That is not good.
Bear here, bear there, bears everywhere. Kappa.
Kappa. Thank you very much, Gordon, and thank you very much, Edna. I'm going to pass out. I should have maybe made a run for it then, but I don't want to risk... I'm too far away from the bear to be able to make a run for it. just staying here. I don't want to pass out in the open. I've never used a stim before. I don't know how they work. I know that they sped you up, like that you could use them in a pinch, but I didn't know enough about them.
Too tired to think straight.
There you go, and you immediately go to exhausted after that. Okay, so we need to sleep. Big time. Okay. I was under the impression you passed out, like it force-slept you. Okay. Bad. Bad that we used it, but a learning experience nonetheless. I'm going to push down this way. I'm not going to come up on the other side. I'm going to follow the base of the river if I can and see if there's a way out. I seem to remember this dead ending, but I have enough winter gear to be able to get through if I need to. We'll check this car out. We could probably sleep on the back seat of the car for a few hours. It's probably doable. The bear is somewhere up there on that bridge. Spruce Falls Bridge. I wonder why it's called Spruce Falls. I'm kind of glad that no one was in this car. You've got to wonder how it fell off, but yeah. Let's check the glove compartment. Light a fire next to the car and get some sleep. I should be warm enough without the fire. It's definitely cautious. I'll sleep for a couple of hours and then make a decision. We'll see how the weather gets on. They give you unlimited time for... they give you unlimited time for something and 0 energy when exhausted. Or for some time. Okay, I see. So they give me infinite like sprinting speed for a small amount of time and then thereafter. I don't want to sleep in the back of the car. I just wanted enough so that my health didn't go down. I want to see what's at the end of this gorge. We're really out in the sticks here. Like this is uncharted land. This is Africa in the 1700s. Uncharted lands. Like I'm curious as to what's going to be down here. Some kind of log fall here. Deep ravine. I'm hoping this river connects, but I seem to remember this dead ending at a waterfall. I just wanted... Yeah, it's probably the fact that you fucking injected yourself with an EpiPen, like, you fucking monster. Like, what? Why? We can go up here. Hopefully this avoids the bear. I'm glad we got past that bear. That bear that isn't there in the campaign, is he? Be a bit harsh if he was. Then we must check all areas for the promise of loot. So that goes there. Let me check down here and to the right, see what's over this way. We have a fork in the road. Where should we check? Should we check high or low? I'm going to go this way, as I've committed to it. Looks like it ends at a rock climbing wall. Looks like this is a rock climbing wall without a rope. No, it does kind of creep through. Go left from there, it leads back to Milton. Okay, this leads back to Milton, you say? Cool. Where would right go? If we went right, where would we go? Where would that have taken us, chat?
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter. I agree.
Out of all of the nonsense you spat out of your anus, this is a reasonable thing to ask. Shelter's a good plan. Where is this? I must admit, chaps, it's not looking familiar. We are very much off the beaten track here. Oh, there's a radio tower. And it is to there we shall head. Get ready for our flares to be popped. Sounds like a euphemism. It's the back area of the Grey Mother's house. What is that? Sorry, did anyone answer what would happen if I went left? Like, I was just curious. Unless there's nothing up there. There's another sign that says trail. Oh no. Radio. Let's get up to the radio antenna. Let's see what's going on up here. See if there's a place to rest. Believe you are above Milton. Okay, it's good to know. I just want to see if there's like a shack. No, just a tower. There's some kind of supply box here. Let us rummage around. Don't search supply bin.
What have we here?
A whole bandage? You do spoil me so. Get your head under. Stop hitting your head off the bars. I want to just overlook and see where we are. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Getting weaker.
No. 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 The sun's going down and I'm getting exhausted and there's all kinds of bad things in my future. So south. The farmstead's that way, you say? So somewhere down there. There's wolves in Milton, look. One there. Can I get down to the left here? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. We can rest in one of the houses in Milton. Yeah, check for 3 dogs. 3 dogs radio station. It's very red. Holy shit, that's the reddest I've seen it in a long time. Fuck me, it's like the borderline fucking light cherry. Very cool. Yeah, there's no chance of sprinting when we're this exhausted and we're pretty much starving to death. I'm gonna eat an energy bar. I've got fish and chips tonight, folks, from the chip shop. What fish and or chip item should I purchase from said chop or shop of fish and chip specialties? What should I partake in? Which forbidden fruit? Oh, hello. Oh, is that a rifle in there? And a box of rifle ammunition on the floor. Hello. Is my eyesight that good, or am I just chatting shit? Box of rifle ammunition would be well welcome. Yes. That is a gold dust find. Advanced guns. Hello. Packed. Oh, hello. ML Fisher. Packed full of advice and technical details about how to be a better shooter. Researching this skill will research the firearms skill. That is a very good find there.
This stuff will come in handy. 5
rounds of ammunition. Let's take this hunting rifle with us and search the bag. Got nothing in it. So that's 6 rounds of rifle ammunition we've found so far. We'll sleep here for now. Let's drink up. Spicy hot sauce, yeah, spicy hot sauce. What should we have? Large chips, battered sausage, and curry sauce. Nice, nice, nice. I might take that. Take that offer, and run with it. I think that sounds delicious. Because sometimes chips can be kind of like, ooh, you know, very sort of heavy. But I am feeling chips. Right, let's sleep for like 12 hours because then, when the sun comes up, it will be bright. Professor of astronomy, Joseph Brown.
Oh yeah.
Quote me with that one. It's a true fact. It's true. There's nothing wrong with that statement. Thank you very much, Black Widow 776 for the tier 1 sub there. It's very kind. Day 103. A true man of science. I don't have a deep fryer at home. No, lovely. It's just like Postscriptum. Look at it. Amazing. Right, okay, let's carry on. Yep, Doctor of Astrophysics. Dr. Q.U. Beck. You can see where we came down through now. Interesting shortcut, though. If we ever need to get back to that part of the map, rather than snaking our way through the road, we've got that as a little shortcut. As I say, in the name of exploration, that fucking near death-defying stunt there was worth it. Well, we've learnt a very major thoroughfare through the map. Do you have some goal for this trip, or just wondering? Mostly exploring 42 and gathering equipment to bring back to base. Most importantly is the rifle ammunition. They're rare, really rare, and I need to get as much of it back to my base as possible. In fact, I'm going to have my bad MRE, my shitty little MRE here. I'm going to have that now. Lovely. So, go straight over, people are saying. FC's saying there's a bear and a duck. But which duck? Which waterfowl is associating itself with the bear today? As a gun, when using the term clip, is actually okay, yeah. So is it straight over? Again, I don't want to really have to use this rifle, but I feel safer having it in my hands. So straight over down there. Is that where you're saying the farmstead is? Is that it, just at the back there? Okay, let's pay it a visit. Duck as a verb, Q. Yep. No. Clearly you meant it as a, whatever. The Swallow Man, yes, that's it. The Swallow Man. Oh, that's a sneeze. That's very nice. We've come very sort of full circle then. There was a decent explore around the edge of the map. Found rifle ammunition. We found a single rifle round in the vicar's house. I'm pretty sure I've been to the supermarket already. I can't imagine them have updated that. I imagine they put a hell of a lot of effort into that firstly. I'm very lucky to be able to just walk through the centre of town like that without picking up a tail. Pun intended. Ever thought about doing a vegan playthrough? Yes, where I eat nothing but wood shavings and bark. In fact, no, I can't eat... Yeah, no, I can. Sorry, I was going to say, you can't eat wood, because they're living things too. So this looks very farmsteady to me, looks like an orchard. We shall give this a look-see then. And then we'll double back. I thought the Divine was above mere survival endeavours. Hey, even the Divine struggles in Canada, my friend. I think this must be the river that people were talking about when they said over the river. Here, crows. Is that on a kill? What kind of wildlife are we expecting down here? 2 wolves, at the very least. It doesn't look like a proper building either. It just looks like a load of shacks. So this is the farmstead. There's a kill here. Look how deep the fucking hay bales are buried in the snow. Oh my god. That is... Oh my god. That is like crazy. That's pretty fucking bonkers. Listen over the rainbow to relax, yeah. So who has met their end in here? Yeah, this poor chap. Potentially hide there if we wanted to. Nothing else, maybe a route round there. Now there is a house. Grain silo, there is a house over here, so this looks to be the bulk of the main farmstead. I'm going to avoid the wolves by skirting around the back here. Probably into a black bear or a moose. Again, we need to listen for moose, or meese, as I believe the plural should be instead of mooses. Very interesting. And again,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much to Barbato Sulphus Rex. Oh my god, Jesus. Yeah, well, thank you. For the, was that a tier 1 sub? That was a tier, that was a tier 1 sub for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much, Barb. Do appreciate it, sir. All goes to a good cause. It helps, so it goes to children in need, namely me. Man in need, yeah. So we got the farmstead there that I'll check out in a moment. We'll check the barn first, and then we'll go into the farmstead. The Praise Meadows farm. Is this the one that you guys were talking about? Is this gold dust? We'll see. You're right. If there was, you know, farmers love their firearms. Check shit out. Is this just an old generator? Aha, that's not only is it an old generator, it's a generator from the Carter Hydro Dam.
I could use this.
That hacksaw's an okay find. There's a rabbit snare. I'm going to take that with me, just because it means I don't have to make another one. Let's check these drawers. Feather. How you spoil me, sir. And some ruined gauntlets. Doesn't seem to be anything else in this shed. Let's nip across to the house. Excellent. Well, there are already 2 guns on the map. We've already found 2 firearms on the actual map, like I say, on the map itself. So I'm not expecting to find a third. Oh, we need the key. Where do we get the key from, chat? Where do I get the key from? What? Chat, help! In the back of the truck. Okay. We'll check the truck out. Is that a key?
He needs this anymore.
Ah. Strange that they'd lock it. It's somebody's locked their house. Oh, how outrageous!
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I don't really need the mountaineering rope. I shouldn't really bring it with me, but I mean, it's good to have a spare one, just in case I need it. Because I don't have one back at the house. So it's worth having it, just for the simple sake that I don't have one. These rose hips are a really good find. Like, I'm super impressed with the harvest of rose hips that we've gotten. And the mushrooms and the old man's beard. I'll double back to the house. There's no rush. The pry bar is really just a large key to any door, that's right. Pry bar qualifies. No, in fact, we'll double back for that. We're too tired to, I say too tired, we're too fat to get up that hill in a reasonable time. Those wolves are still out there. Ideally, I don't want to dip any further into my food reserves, but what can you do? We've unlocked the house. Well, here we are. Let's take stock of everything. Paradise Meadows Farm. I imagine this is a reasonably major place in the campaign, is it? Like in the campaign story, is this like a decent spot? Sweatshirt, that. Again, I'm going to prioritise gear before I move out. Drop what I don't need, take what I do. So on, so on, so on. Shelf, we've got floppy disks and things. Let's check the filing cabinets. No, it's the same in the story mode, I see. Toy tractor there. Seems like a really nice place to like set your base up kind of thing. if it has a crafting table, it will actually be like pretty much like gold dust. Ooh. Peanut butter is a nice find. This is their like larder. Not the car, like a pantry. The character's starting to get pretty overburdened with the amount of crap he's carrying, but again, we can filter it out. Again, I want to only really be carrying the good stuff. Yeah, let's drop the rock climb. Yeah, it's 5 kilograms, the rock climbing rope. Let's leave that behind. If we were going to drop something, it was going to have to be that. Condensed milk. No coffee in the microwave. Okay. A stereo system. Tell me Bon Jovi's on there. Right, let's check this room out. Only 1 rifle round. Oh, I thought that was like a shotgun then. Oh, there we go.
This will come in handy.
This is good. It's an extra 8 rifle rounds. The stuff back at home. An extra 8 rifle rounds is very good. I imagine there's probably, like people were saying, there's probably a good chance a rifle will spawn there as well. Milton's pretty good for rifle spawns then. As it goes. Not too bad. It's not the most thorough search. Again, just making sure that I don't miss anything. Okay. If I'm perfectly honest, I believe we're going to head back to base. Which means making a few sort of equipment drop-offs, because we need to shed 15 kilograms before we're able to ascend and descend the rock climbing rope, which isn't actually going to be that difficult, because if you search it by weight, we could probably, like, if we get rid of these top row of items, we're already about, like, 9 and a bit kilograms in, which means we just have to shed some of the other stuff then, and then we'll be fine. We could even take our bearskin jacket off, to be fair, while we make the climb. Yeah, okay. Let's get out of Dodge. Because we don't even need the rifle, actually. We could ditch the rifle as well. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe ditching the rifle. And just unloading the ammunition and getting out of here. I think that sounds like a perfect idea. So let's do that. Skirt around the edge of the farm, head back up to town, take a right, head for the park, and get out of there. Desk drawer is unsearched. Oh, okay. Fuck it. In fact, no, fuck it. It'll be alright. I'm just going to take back what I've got. There's probably like a cartridge of rifle ammunition in there, but bollocks to it. We'll leave it as it is. Okay, not bad. Not a bad haul. We actually came here for rifle ammunition, so we've left reasonably well equipped. An extra 8 rifle rounds is pretty good. Should I bring the rifle with me? I feel like I should maybe bring the rifle with me. Thank you, Fantasy World, for the 2 bits there, mate. Cheers, bro. Bet there were 2 boxes of rifle ammunition in there. Don't tempt me, because I'll turn this ass around. It's a good thing we don't have a scent. Cue wolf barking. Okay, so that was a little bit of a deeper probe into Milton, which was quite nice. It's definitely different. You know what I mean? It's I think their most recently added terrain. So like it's definitely unique, as it were. There's no 2 places like it, and it's actually, apart from the. Basically, it's got a little bit of what I call the broken railroad, like in terms of its quality. it's quite narrow. Like, there's plenty of like little rat runs and things like that, and I think that's part of the trick here with Milton, is that rather than sticking to the roads, you take the little sort of crevices and cracks and caves and worm your way around the place, rather than sort of, you know, sticking to the road and walking through the blizzards and the wolves and things like that. You take all of the little bullshit ways round and really make a move. That little crevice that we walked through literally took our like half an hour journey from one side of the map to the other. Thank you, in fantasy world. God, it took me a while there. Yeah, it literally took that and morphed it into a this really short trip, this really short round trip between Milton and where that babe, but that I said babe then instead of bear, where that fucking, yeah, fuck it, where that babe was holding us hostage, up on the rocks there. So pretty damn good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hang right and try and get back to the rock climbing area. Lovely. Ah, all the hearts in chat there. That's such a cute little like, emo. I go to absolute mush. Right. Should get back to base in reasonable time here. Oh, heart emote, yeah. It's good, it's awesome. Aww.
Oh, yeah.
Lackle, thank you very much, mate. Welcome aboard. It's not. I think we've already been to this cabin. I'm pretty sure we've. Yeah, I'm with 100% certainty sure that we've looted that to within an inch of its life. We need to keep going this way. There's a deer here as well, and a rabbit, which means the hostile wildlife presence should be pretty minimal, which is always a plus in Joe's book. So yeah, we need to decide what we're leaving and where we're leaving it. Chances are I'm going to take off the bearskin jacket just for a moment and then ascend and descend the rock climbing rope accordingly. We're always going to need to take the bearskin roll with us though, I think, or at least keep the bearskin roll at the bottom and make sure I take the bearskin roll with us in our first run, because I'll set up the bearskin roll at the bottom. Yeah, that's right. I just want to prioritise getting back in one piece. This isn't the park, no, that's just the cliff. The park's just somewhere up and around here. I don't know exactly where, but we're pretty close. It's midday as well. It's relatively easy going. There's the petrol station, in fact, just on the left there. So all is well in paradise. Yeah, paradise. I'm not so sure. Awesome. Does anyone know, has the Postscriptum weekend like officially closed now? I read somewhere that it closed at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Is that right? They did extend the playtest by a day last time, but it looks like we haven't been so lucky this time round. Milton Park. Well, we're on the right track then. Ah yes, we're spot on here. Here is the rock climb. It's only a short hop back to base now, folks. Hey, are you full time now? No, not yet. Wood scrap. Not full time. The cat is annoying the. I don't know who she's annoying actually. She's not being annoying. She's just being a cat. Cool. Right, okay, so in terms of equipment that we need to drop, we are going to unload this rifle into all of its separate rounds. We could then harvest it down. No, we're just going to leave it. So that's instantly a few kilograms dealt with. Because we've got a rifle back at the house, we don't need more. The bearskin rug we need to take with us for the first time. Let's drink. Let's drink that down. We've already got a pry bar back at base, so let's leave that pry bar here. We don't need spare firewood with us. This is totally ruined. Can I eat it, though? Add to radial. There's like a bug in the game where you can eat stuff from the radial menu, but not your inventory. If it's ruined. Okay, that's put us down to 43. I need to get to below 40. Which means just dropping the water, I think. That'll be a good start. If I can do it all in one rock climb, then I save myself a lot of hassle. We don't need this book. The scrap metal can go. I'd like to keep the rabbit snare. 4 flares is fucking amazing. Let's start ripping down some of the clothes here. Just a cloth. And then I'll need to sleep anyway. This book I want to take with me. I want to take those books with me if I can. The sapling's quite a good shout. The milk is also ruined, so let's add that to the radial menu. Just drink it now. Or eat it now. There we go. Just because it's totally ruined. Got nothing better to do. No point leaving it up here. Right. Cool. What else have we got? We got these. We can drop this knackered old tin. Did I drop the other tin as well? No, okay. There we go. Actions, harvest, like that. Cool. Right. Let's see what else we're going to drop. Right, so let's drop that last piece.
Oh, yeah.
Drop those. Harvest those? Let's harvest them down to something. I'm just placing my order for me, Chippy. Yeah, we've got a we've got a request in for that curry sauce, mate. Right, okay, so we're now below what's it weight. So we could even take an extra little thingy with us. Let's nah, bollocks to it. Let's just sleep and attempt the climb in the morning. Oh, it's quite cold. Don't know why I drank that. Should have just drank one of the bottles of water that we got on the floor. Cool. So we are now in carrying capacity. Oh no, we're not. It still says we're overburdened. Why does it say we're overburdened? We've got plus 5 kilograms. Oh, I see. Sorry, no. Oh, okay. We need to shed another 9 kilograms then. Oh, in that case, then yeah, we might as well. We might have to do it in 2 runs. Oh, that's a pain in the bum. Where are we going to shed another 5 kilograms from? We can't really. Right. In that case, we're in a bit of bother. Okay, what's the weather like as soon as we step outside? -2. Okay, I'm going to leave the bearskin jacket inside. We're going to have to climb back up for it. Drop. And then, what are the things? What have I got that I don't need? Newspapers out of my wazoo. Want to keep those. Drop those. Need another 1/2 kilogram from somewhere. Get rid of those worn wool socks. Tools and supplies. A bit of charcoal. I'm really scraping the barrel here. We've got that. Feathers? No, I want to keep them. We've eaten all the manky food. We can... Okay, sticks. Here we go. In fact, yeah, let's drop all of our sticks. drop all of our sticks. Oh, but then we have to pick them up to pick up all the rest.
I need
There
to
we go.
drop something.
Drop the sticks again. And that puts us on 37. Can we shed 2 kg elsewhere? Because of that? I'd like to. 2 kilograms. And drop that water. Oh. Okay, 1.5 kilograms. That would be the equivalent of a hatchet. That's not worth it. It's a bad deal. I want to keep the tools. I just want stuff that I don't really need. Can we combine that down? No. Leather. We've ripped up all of our clothing. The cloth I need more than anything. We could leave this sapling up here. Yeah, we'll leave the birch sapling up here. I am going to micromanage to do this in one trip, I swear to God, if it kills me. Which it probably will at this point. I'm pretty sure I'm freezing to death. Okay. Let's sort by heaviest again. Bearskin roll. Need it. Rose hips, need it. Need the books. You can forego those books. Don't want to drop the knife. The rabbit snare I can make more of. Bingo. Right, we've found the golden weight. Right, now we've got to get down the other side. Did I accidentally pick it up? I did, yes. I wanted to put it back on. There we are. I wanted to do it all in one go. I didn't want to go backwards and forwards. We've got the stuff that we came to get, namely rose hips and rifle ammunition. The rest of the stuff is an added bonus. The stuff we've left behind is extra flim-flam. We can get more sticks, more firewood and loads of other stuff at another time. We don't need to do that just yet. Right, the climb down should be the easier one. It should be a little bit quicker. It's total whiteout at the moment. Let's get down there. Don't need as much strength to kind of abseil your way down. It's getting up on the other side of the gorge that's going to be the harder bit. But we should have enough. We should have enough going for us. Right, that was barely tiring at all for our chap here. So let's press on. There's normally a wolf down here, but it really depends whether he's going to make another appearance or not. You are literally bringing back Guns N' Roses. Yeah, you're right. Trying to stare through the snow, through the fog, to the terrain behind to try and find the wolf. See if he's out here. Let's hug the outer terrain here. The rock climbing rope that's on the other side should already be set up. Everyone brace for a freak out. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're making it all up. Oh, we're dropping a few frames here. Apologies. Not sure why that's happening. Yeah, we dropped a few frames. 0.3% of frames have been dropped this stream, which is not a bad number, but it's certainly a lot. 0.3 frames for when you've been streaming for nearly 3 hours now is 2,158 frames according to the little thing here. That's actually quite a lot of frame drops. The rock climbing area. I am a little bit turned around because I looked at chat and now I'm not really sure where I am. Need to light the lantern. I'm pretty sure it's over here and to the right. Here it is. This is the rock climbing wall. There's the rope. Okay, I know where I am. It's actually quite a long rock climb. It's a lot longer than I thought it was. It might be worth sleeping. We'll give it a try. Pretty sure this was a shit idea. No, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, we're fine. Cool, this is the home stretch. Excellent. Excellent indeed. the flare haul is particularly useful as well. These are what I consider. These are what I call. Well, in the case of food, I call them non-perishables. I don't really have a name for things like rifle rounds and things like that. But essentially, if you imagine things like flares and rifle ammunition and so on, you can imagine that since this, you know, electromagnetic, you know, apocalypse, this storm that's caused pretty much the entirety of human infrastructure to shut down and has resulted for the people up here in northern Canada to be really sort of banging trouble surviving against Mother Nature herself. I think the firearms industry and the people that make the flares and stuff and imports from different countries and so on in different states or whatever are not exactly booming as of this moment in time. So things like flares and rifle ammunition are very much finite. And while there are sort of alternatives, such as, you know, the bow and the things like that, and they last a little bit longer, and I very much would like to meet the man that brings the black bear down with a bow in a single hit. I'm not saying that it's not doable, I'm just saying it's bloody difficult, I bet. Stay Hydrated bot just gone live for 3 hours now, excellent. A good, like, a decent sized stream this as well, and it wasn't boring. We were doing a lot of exploring and stuff, and it's all in the glorious 60 FPS. So yeah, Death Broom, thank you very much, mate. Thank you for the tier 1 submarine, sir. Thank you kindly. Lovely. Ever thought of running any challenge modes? Yeah, we did the big blue one, didn't we? That one, yeah. They seem quite fun. How many days in total do you think you'll survive by the end, Praetorian? Hard to say. I don't think it will be running out of resources that kills me. I think it will be a mistake. Like, there have been plenty of times where we've been on death's door. There was that time on, like, day 83 where we were at 3% health. I don't think it's going to be a... Like I say, like me running out of resources and starving at the edge of the map. I think it's going to be a misstep or a misplay or a mauling while on low health or something. It's going to be something like that. It's not going to be the typical thing, as it were. Extra hours are always welcome. No worries, Deep. Deep in you. You think? It will be a mistake. It will definitely be a mistake. 100%, yeah. There's no doubt, actually. You are right. Walking into a wolf and freaking out. Yeah, probably. The only thing that we didn't find, and again, it's like gold dust at this point, is a bedroll. Because yes, our current bedroll is definitely worse for wear, and I don't really want to spend another bear skin hide on it, but it's starting to look like it's forcing my hand, and I'm going to have to. Cool. That's basically the holler to hurry the fuck up, because we're got to end now, as it were. So yeah, that's the one. I'm going to probably just end the stream in this cave for the moment, because the nephew's come round and I've got to pull up the internet cables. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next Long Dark stream. I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but yep, it's going to be some point soon. I don't know whether I'm streaming this evening. Obviously we've got the folks round. And, yeah, that is essentially it for the minute. We're going to be doing a little bit of Bomber Crew. I don't know whether ZF's streaming anything tonight, as I say, but I don't know whether I'll be there or not, depending on how the evening goes, as it were. So, yeah, thanks very much, and I'll, yeah, catch you all next time. Toodaloo!